So, okay, we continue now. I interrupted the recording for a bit since this is gonna be a two-parter anyway, probably. I don't know where to cut though, so we will see. Now, this is basically the part where I wrap things up on the map. It's still a bit tricky on, especially in the mid side, and yeah, I basically have to get lucky not to get crit by the killer axe, and if that doesn't happen, then I'm just fine. But as you can see, it's just so tedious to get through all those armor knights and generals. This was also a bit tense, not getting crit by that Luna, but shouldn't happen, so I'm fine. And even if he did, I'm not sure if there was anything in range. I don't think so. So Zane would have survived regardless. It was basically just a tough spot for Vida, because if she got crit there, she would have died. Also, yeah, if the shaman crit Zane, he could have died here against the druid, of course. But then again, the crit was so unlikely that it's basically, it would have been straight up bullshit, basically. And sometimes you have to get, you have to take some risks, otherwise you end up turtling forever and it doesn't get you anywhere. The thing with crits is you see this 7%, but in reality it's just 3.5, since you have to roll a hit first. And if they don't roll the hit in the first place, you can't get crit anyway. So always put hit into perspective. Hit gets rolled before crit, and crit is 1 RN. So what you see is what you get with crit rates, in case you didn't know. So yeah, this guy is actually scary, but that's why I got the Iron Room with me. And what I'm doing now is basically kite him around the map towards my other units, but or rather, I think I kited him into the throne room a bit, because on the right side there's still so many generals left that it's, yeah. As I said, I needed my heavy hitters on the other parts of the map, and they couldn't deal with the Sword Master, because he's essentially does nothing, right? He's just there to scare you off the chests, maybe, and otherwise he doesn't really do anything. So I can just distract him with my weaker guys and juggle aggro, which I basically did this whole map on the left part. And now I'm just, as you can see, looking for an entry for Marcus and Zane. I sent Marcus here to deal with the Devil X guy. He just takes him out in 2 rounds. And this is a slight risk, but like, I'm asking him to hit 2 22s in a row while not proccing his Devil X backfire. So I didn't do the math in my head, but I imagine it's under 10% chance, like even lower than that probably. So yeah, really no risk involved, and now I just send Zane up and chuck an elixir to be safe, so that he can help thinning out those numbers, because especially now that the snipers join up on this side, it gets really dicey, since I basically have to plug the hole with 3 units, and one of those needs to be a flyer or a gi or both. So having snipers there makes it kind of annoying. Also, Sarah still can't heal for another turn. That just makes that a bit dicey, but should be manageable from here on out if I'm careful. That's basically all I'm doing at the moment. I just check for everything that nothing surprises me. Just make sure I get this map over with cleanly. And as you can see, it's pretty annoying and pretty claustrophobic even. Without any reinforcements, right? I killed Denning turn 1 player phase, so there were no reinforcements whatsoever. And if you don't kill him, I think there are more reinforcements over the whole map than our units on the map on turn 1. That is probably accurate. So think about that for a moment. Anyway, I focus my attention on the archers now, but as you can see, Vida is injured and I need to get out with my flyers. So what I did is just, I think I rescued Fiora with Vida and I moved back, I think. Not sure. Now I'm contemplating blocking Gi off so that Fiora can't get attacked, but then I have to move Vida anyway. And it wouldn't do anything since the sniper is still there. So on the other hand, if I move Merlin away from here, I risk Killer X guy critting Hector, which means the run is over basically. So now I just moved Vida back, put Merlin's here and equipped a Silver Lance on Fiora so that she doesn't retaliate on any units attacking her, which basically guarantees that she survives, since if she would have retaliated on an archer who hit her for, I don't know, 7-8 damage, and then the sniper comes in and just takes her out from there. So her not having 1-2 range guarantees her survival at this point. And now it's basically just hoping for no crits from Killer X general, and this map is over. Also the guy with the spear is pretty annoying too. It's like a truck. And as you see, it's actually pretty boring right now. I just check for stuff, make sure nothing's gonna happen, move Zane in, chuck an elixir so that he can help clean up. And that's about it. So the chapter after this is battle preparations, and I think it's no spoiler right now if I say that Kana survived. He's all the way down, nowhere near any enemies. So yeah, he survives, so that means the Bob staff survives. And I'm already in the planning stage for, or I'm planning out victory or death, because right now it's battle preparations in the next chapter, which is basically just a filler chapter for you to buy stuff, and an arena, and then it's victory or death. And it's basically like Cock of Destiny with all those reinforcement zones, and it just asks you to warp skip it. It begs you to do it. But since Canas only has 7 warp range, this is going to be tough, but I'm already planning it out. So and I'm just checking right now. I think I only need 2 warp uses for that, and I think I have exactly 2 left after I was done with this chapter. But you will see when we get there, and hopefully it works out, because it's actually pretty cute. Because I'm sure as hell don't want to play Victory or Death, excuse me. I sure as hell don't want to play Victory or Death the normal way. No, not gonna happen. Nice crit. So yeah. there are some interesting spots right now, but all in all it's just basically checking ranges, moving units out of them and making sure they survive and taking them out one by one. It's not really something that can go wrong at this point, other than the Killer X guy just taking me out cleanly. Also, yeah, I think I just saw 4 warp uses, so that's 3, then 1 warp for the secret shop, that's 2, so I have 2 warp users left, that's good. Also, as of right now, I don't think we're gonna get Renault, just because I don't wanna actually deal with walking all the way up there and getting his village. Although he probably would be a good physics user. Then again, we get Athos in the final map, right? So, actually, we will see. Maybe I send a squad up there then. I have to decide that when we get to that. But right now, Sane is here, and that means the fun is over. He just cleans up. I really have to do an HHM Ironman run without Lin mode in the future. Really interested how that's gonna go. Because as if you remember, my Sane got promoted in Lin mode. Wouldn't have been the case otherwise. Turned out really great. But as you already know, after this game I'm gonna do FE6 Ironman. Really stoked to play this. Also I played FE6 like 1 time until 2 chapters before endgame. So the last chapter I played was the one before the temple, where you get Corral, I think. I mean, I know the final maps, I know FE6, but I really played it only once. So I'm really excited how an Ironman of this game is gonna go. And after FE6 I really don't know what to do, but I will figure some stuff out. At this rate, FE6 is gonna take the rest of the year and half of next, so we will see about that. Right here I risked Marcus' death, but at this point I was like, you know what, if I get hit by 241s in a row, I get hit by 241s in a row, and it's not like Marcus is an essential unit for my team right now, so I was just like, you know what, I just want to be done with this, and if he dodges 141, he's fine. Thinking about it, I probably didn't have any choice though, so since I needed to get out of the range of the general and the swordmaster, and the gold with the iron rune could take care of the swordmaster, like taking care as in tanking him for 1 turn, as you can see. Actually 2 turns if I don't attack, funnily enough, but the thing is, the gold is in range of the general as well, and that was a problem. So then I was like, wait, Lone's slow, I don't have any healing items for him that put him out of range, so I basically I think I decided to rescue him and move up. And hope that Marcus survived both the swordmaster and the general, but then I remembered, like, there's a green unit left, right? So the swordmaster probably focuses the green unit instead of going for Marcus. I think that's what I did. Pretty sure. Yeah. At this point, it's all basically just cleanup duty. Since Vida was injured, I played it safe, traded her some one range, and never mind, I healed her, of course. Sarah isn't silenced anymore. Healed her up, rescued Sarah out of there, and yeah, that's about it. So the only thing that can happen now is if Marcus just gets killed by the General and the Swordmaster. But as you see, the Swordmaster just takes out the green unit. And now that enemy phase is over, it basically means I won. I don't think at this point it's any spoiler that I didn't lose anyone. I think I cleaned them up this turn. I should have. That's a clean kill. Went for the crit, so I only need one unit to get him out. And yeah, what happens now is just I clean them all up, right? I think I took one more turn on the Swordmaster, but it was just like kiting him back and forth. But I think I managed to, yeah, I managed to kill him this turn without risking death too much. Just using my killer weapons here to make sure they get crits and kill them. Because the Spear General actually is terrifying. Does so much damage. Now you see Marcus is one off. And right here you see what I do. I go in with Marcus. Yeah, right. I trade him a spear. Go for a crit with the spear. And now he has 3 HP left. And I go in with Farina for the kill, risking a 90% hit. That's basically the only risk that was left on this map. And if I hit or not, you'll see in a moment. Over here it's just... I was like, I don't want to use silver weapons for this, but then I remembered like I can buy whatever I want next chapter anyway. So it doesn't matter anyways. Just use a javelin though. Because why not? And that's basically the map. Funnily enough, the map doesn't end if you kill every enemy. You still have to defend the throne for the rest of the turns. Because, you know, for no really reason, but it's actually good because then I can get the treasure and make sure I get to the secret shop. As you can see, I take one final risk, but I was like, if I don't hit the 90, I deserve to get Farina killed. And this wasn't not a level up sadly, but that just means I take her to the arena next map for 1 or 2 more levels before I promote her. Because now I just got down there, got to the secret shop, got an Elysian Whip, and I think I also got a Knight's Crest, just for the fun of it, because I don't really mind 5,000 gold now, and just was like, well, can promote Oswin, maybe it helps, maybe not. If it does, it's good, if it doesn't, it's whatever. So yeah. Also, I tried to do some cute rescue strats, but I was 1 turn too late to get every treasure chest on this map. I only got the 2 in this room right here, and the one on the bottom side I didn't get, because I was 1 turn too late and didn't have any chest keys as far as I remember, yeah. So for the last few minutes you just see me getting the chests and the secret shop. Meaning I used my warp staff 3 times on this map. And I have 2 uses left. I probably just use a Herman on it next map. Because on battle preparations I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I think I just use the Herman staff on it. Just to have it on 5 uses. If I need it. Like, for what else would I use Herman? No. Still got all 3 uses of that left. But yeah, as you can see, just doing the rescue stuff to hope to get the gold down there, but as you can see, turn 9 means I got turn 10 for the left chest, turn 11 for the right chest, and that's the last turn, so I can't get down there. I still tried though, but as you can't get any dancers on this map, didn't work. But yeah, really nothing to watch in the last few minutes other than some random movement. Really the only thing that mattered was getting to the secret shop and getting that Elysian Whip for Farina. And I mean, Dragon Shield and White Gem really aren't really that bad. I have so much money now, I can basically buy whatever I want. I also got 2 heals in with Sarah. Maybe it matters, but she's so low level that she won't promote anyways. Just in case she would have a guiding ring that she could use, but she's level 4, I think. So good luck getting her to level 10 in like the 3 remaining maps that actually matter. Yeah. So right here where I warped Hector is a secret shop, in case you didn't know, and the secret shop sells promotion items. And now imagine trying to get there with 50 enemies on the map and a warp range of 7. Good luck doing that. As you can see, last turn, instead of just buying my stuff on the secret shop and ending the map, actually moved the gold down there. If I had one more turn, I would have gotten the body ring, but it really doesn't matter. As you can see, now here's the secret shop. I buy some stuff. Elysian Whip and Knight's Crest. Because I don't need anything else, really. I don't even need a Knight's Crest, but I have so much money. I was like, whatever. I have so much money I probably won't even use silver card on all shops next chapter, just so I can go to every shop, and also arena with Farina and Hamern, the warp. So much to do and only 5 turns, so, but you know, I have enough money to do it, so whatever. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And with that, I'll see you guys next time for battle preparations. Thank you, and bye.